Welcome to UnScripted. Quick note before we begin. The cast and crew will accept zero responsibility or liability for any decisions that listeners make after listening to us, be that good or otherwise. Honestly, people, do not take life advice from us, as we are not experts in anything useful. We're simply here to share our opinions and hopefully provoke thought and not wrath. And of course, if we hurt your feelings, that will be addressed at some point in life. But hopefully today is not that day. So listen responsibly and enjoy.
Welcome everybody. We are one more year. What were each Monday episode of this? 14, 30, I think I'm 14 this.
Oh yes.
I think we reached episode 14.
Not one.
Unscripted people. Really? Myself, the illustrious Rodney Campbell, international reggae dancehall superstar Kirgy.O.K.
Mina.
Yo. Bad man.
Fools are fool.
Okay.
Youngster no text are just cool. Honestly.
Good man. Yeah, man.
Had a good weekend.
Yeah, always.
Good weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
Not never happened.
You stay home.
No, actually, at a funeral for my friend of 31 years on Saturday.
Jaja.
That was a good weekend.
It was a good weekend.
Wow. You celebrate life. You never mourn.
Yeah, I gave a remembrance exactly how him know, to deliver, and yeah, it hurt some people's feelings, it makes some people happy. He has been laid to rest.
Good. Well done.
Yes.
You stay home on weekend, come on here, guy.
What? Weekend? Weekend?
Still
on this weekend. Yeah, fasting, so...
No, we never want nobody that part. We just say...
You might find him center.
What? I don't understand the problem.
Who ain't no brother?
No, did I say something spiritually?
I could just move forward. Kind of
Rodney always do this. You know what, let's get into the topic.
And the greatest fucker man this in our world.
Forever. Always and forever. However, he did provide what is an interesting topic for this week's show.
3.
Because he was the one who put this phrase together. He said, are women choosing badly? Or is it that hard to find a good man? And when he did that to him, kind of give you a little duality. He must say, yo,
duality.
Yo, Google
you never said so nice still, if I remember correctly.
Are women choosing shit? Oh, what he said was, are women choosing shit? Or is it hard, are good men that hard to find? One way or the next. Him give both sides of the coin. What he's saying is, some women need to take accountability for the way they do it. Some of them, you know what I mean? Genuinely just go out and choose.
Tell us what you said, right?
Fucker man.
If I remember, no. I know this Alzheimer's thing is real. Are good men hard to find? Are women just choosing a lot of shit, man? So which is it?
Whose definition are we using? So who are decide what is good and what is not? And who are decide what is shit and what is not? I don't understand. So is a situation where one woman say, yo, every man should be with a fucker? Or is it that all women are saying that all men?
I don't know. As far as the research generally, as Bridget, if I sit down all the time, is women keep saying these days, and I've been saying for quite some time, oh, a good man are there, and all they're bucking up on is what the terms are, toxic man, whatever that is, this man, that man, the other man. And then we get into the woman who say she have 3 exes, and all of them not good. Them different, one tall, one short, one handsome, one broke, one have money, this, all of them. So it comes down to whether or not.
The what of them not good?
Eh? The lot of them.
They're not bad to say.
Oh.
When they say?
We're here.
All you say?
The whole
of them.
The what no good? The what of them no good?
Why for that?
The whole of them. The whole of them.
Alright.
Interesting.
Brr.
Hey, brother.
Alright, my view on it. And you actually put an interesting spin because we don't have no statistics for supporting what I say. But anecdotally, God no there, so I have to drop out one big word.
No, I've heard that enough time to know what it means.
Anecdotally speaking, if we're gonna say, based on the experience, what we are female friends that I have and the women who interact with, them are gonna make it seem like out of every 20 men them interact with, them meet one will make sense.
Half.
And the one who makes sense, married or in a situation. So technically, in not really count. She have to compromise.
Or he's a bestie.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
They make him a bestie, but she feel like she have to compromise some moral virtue of hers and decide to say, oh, here what? Yeah, I'm gonna cross the line. Or, it's always some hoop where you have to jump through for the one who
you know how much lie telling her that? Because the same woman, if you was to ask her, after she done dash it and the real all man character, generally 95%, she's the same one who could have sit down when you said to her, say no good man. Yeah. Her father, her three brother them, this, that Uncle Freddie, this, she have two co-workers, all of a sudden she have a list of man are good. But when it comes to the men who she put under her sheet, man a dog, man a junker, man this, man that, man.
Cause she not attracted to that. That generation, you say, a gunman in show in a brother. Like, that generation of girl, them don't want a man who makes sense. They don't want a man who have work, 9 to 5, we are go with job.
Where are you finding this set?
Brother, I'm gonna tell you, Twitter, like if I go through Twitter, I don't know these women personally.
That's a horrible space to spend
I'm looking.
most of your time.
Bro, you heard what this dude told us before this filming start. He's in horrible spaces. Period.
But I mean real spaces, and this is what people tell the truth. Brother, the girl them say, yo, them not like the boring man, them no want. We see the one on the show where they will say all of the stress. And them there right now, that's how the most of them think, they must say, yo.
But she had like a difference. I think she was right. But
I don't think she was wrong. I don't think she was 100% wrong. I think anybody who is expressing themselves to, anyway, we'll get sidetracked. Anybody who express themselves to, she are the type of man who go in a strip club, go feel so the stripper love him. Him not understand how the world works.
So you saying that a stripper can't love a client?
For the how long are the money last?
Well, but she might
As long as the money,
she might also have a point. Because the kind of man she's talking about, any man that can hold up them stress to her would be trash man.
So to them, strangely, I find myself deviating from the topic of that. But I just figure out why. Cause I wonder why I just don't want to tackle the question. And it's because what I really can't understand is why, as men, we care. You understand? Like, why do I give a fuck if this woman feels she only fine fucking man? What I understand is we keep allowing ourselves to be validated by women who don't really have a clue.
Is it validation or cause for introspection?
Me not really hear man say, yo, a good man that, or man up, or me not hear man say them thing that a man. We don't. It's not. We don't.
But that's what the women say, that you fail to look at yourselves as a collective.
But that's what I'm trying to say to you. Is that women are the ones that are coming up with these labels and choosing who are the recipients.
So say that you're born label. But you're not about introspection or reflection or insight.
This should be a forum where we can say, yo, alright, watch your my lad. Some of these qualities make you a fucker, man. Some of these qualities make you a waste, man. Some of these qualities disqualify you from consideration because...
So only we are waste, man, this man, that man, or the other?
Not on this set, no. But if for whatever reason one day I see you do something, I can say, yo, right now. That's not cool. You see me? Waste man behavior that.
In that moment.
Right.
But if we were to sit down as men and look out there and say,
generally, certain things are waste man behavior.
Do we believe that a whole heap of the man them out there, but you can see why the woman them sit down and I say, Jano,
Fair.
shortage.
So, but this,
Be a crack rice.
about,
Not like a basmati. Be a crack rice.
the first thing I
Fair.
can identify
see.
what I make a man a waste man right now. Like ambition, my lad.
Yeah, we spoke about that. Vision and a plan.
You know the girl is with an ambition.
Not for them. Most of them.
So clearly, your assessment of what will make him a waste man has not prevented half those women from taking him up in a life and stay with him.
And that
so
is weird.
Is it his fault being a waste man, or is them who attracted to waste?
But we are separating now because while we can identify and say, but she like waste man. She can identify say them man they are waste man because she require men who spend time with her. But you don't realize that in order for a man have so much time to spend with you, it means him not do no work. That means him not read nothing, him not study, him not try to build himself for grow. Him not exercise, him not go to the gym. You know what that make you?
Yeah, but when she finish, when
Exactly.
she have 3 different relationships with a man like that, and then sits down to look at a man like you who look her, Craig who look her, me who look her, and said to the 3 of us, she not interested in a no man because all of uno, based on her 3-man track record, she's now the expert in her because she claims her resume certified her.
Craig now look at.
And my mother son now look at him. I can tell you that. You see the first thing, a woman can be Halle Berry, can be the artist thing. Physically. You see the second she open her mouth, I say one thing woman can say, alright, eat that. She don't have no sense. Right up, never. I can never. You could have act like a more.
So you would have used that and decide you're not going with her. She speaks to you and in 5 minutes she can say, wow, she's impressed by your presentation.
They're impressed with
Finally,
your
you're the first man out of the 6 man that she did with before who has this vibe. And yet, 1 year after on a split, and she said, see it? All when them present themselves this way, that way, and the other, and them, all I know is just
You see, we're going to a different conversation
River
because that for me
is it men, no matter how we are, that we have a thread and a common trait? Or is it that you just have a lot of women out there who just go into Riverton to try find quality?
I think, as I've said to many of my female friends before, sometimes you might want to shop in a different aisle in the supermarket.
It's not just that, you know. It's
Shopping
sometimes
different.
no. It doesn't matter if you plant a rose in a stone, it not gonna thrive. It doesn't matter. It's not just that. It's not just that them choosing incorrectly, but one, it could be the conditions that this man is now in. Maybe a space with you is not a space conducive for a good man to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
Could very well be that. It could be that you chose this man on the wrong part-time journey. It could be that. Maybe him have to find that purpose. Maybe him just not find it yet.
And she keeps going back to the same supermarket, the same aisle, choosing all these same men.
No, but it could also be that she don't know what she don't really know what she's looking for. What she's looking for is really unattainable too, you know.
Maybe she sticks to what she call that me used to.
Not necessarily. It could be.
No,
it could be a situation.
Sometimes exactly what you need is something new.
Hey, hold on.
You ever buy jeans that I'm finding yourself end up almost buy the same pair of jeans twice.
No,
because it's the same fit jeans you like to the point where you can put on the jeans and look and say, wait there.
In all different
You have so much of them look alike.
No.
Women can sometimes, even we as man can choose women that way too. Women might go for the same kind of man even though there's something that tells them him different.
Yeah, man, but that is a type too.
So
But what about
she
the
keep
woman?
getting the same
What
wrong fit.
about, have you ever been in a situation where you ask a woman what she wants?
Yes.
And when she,
Why?
no, but what she tell you is completely different from what you see. She
From what
responds.
she show you. Yeah.
That makes her a woman.
That's my point. No, but that is my exact point.
She's not supposed to ever tell you exactly what you think it is.
And here we are arriving exactly where I started. That is my exact point. We are allowing a species, if you wish, right, to
with a very unique chemical imbalance.
To validate us when really and truly they don't know. They don't know.
No, hold on, man. I can understand if you say in the early moments of going swimming out there in the ocean, a woman might not know the depths of certain things, right? But sooner or later, when she get accustomed to the ebb and the tide and the current and everything, she can't then, the excuse of all of them are the one. She's supposed to at least have an idea that
no, but you were talking, you were saying
this we're gonna something different, but then one person.
It's like a one side.
I'm not going to accept from women who've been out there long enough that with them just they're searching and don't know what they want.
Alright.
Them know what they want.
Them don't know. Them don't know what they want.
Them, bro. No, them know what they want, but the fact is, when them buck up on you and you are who them want, they add now something else that them want to you, and you are then not what them say them want.
So first thing,
them don't know what they want.
Treat, my identify a few things. First of all, women don't know what they want. Unless they have done the work to figure out who they are. Because enough of them are live a life where they not genuinely, and not for them life that somebody else life them are living. Somebody tell you, say, yo, you have to go find a man with this and find a man with that. And that your mother tell you, that your granny tell you. But do you really want that for yourself? Is that what you want? Because some of them really just want.
That same assessment could have made for Holy Power as man.
Oh, yeah, of course. But we.
So, I don't know when I say, oh, you have to know
so you
yourself.
Don't know what you want.
No, you have to know yourself first. Everybody have to know themselves first.
Yeah.
So that can't be the justification for why some woman go off the rails with some shit and some man, them secure. And them. It's not because we start from a place where some people know themselves and some people don't know.
So why you think it is?
No, it's a simple thing, bro. That in the end, nobody has schooled a woman to find character. And as such, everything else about you is what matters. And so, if you're the best character, but you don't have money, if you're the best character, but you don't, character comes at the end. So, if money is the focus, any kind of man is the right man for David. Then down the road, when character now is the problem, you suddenly say, him have money about Jesus, him this, him that. Because the first thing that mattered, if your car is what it matter, if how you spend is what matter, if the places them have access to. She there with Craig at the time because as far as she's concerned, everywhere Craig go, and him take plane here and him go good.
I'm gonna send you.
So me I say, in the end,
there's a girl
character
post
is
her
not
picture.
what them want. That's how them find shit easy ever find.
Understand what I'm saying. You really just said the same thing what me just said.
That's bad.
I say a girl post a picture with a black eye. And she say, yo, she don't understand why everybody up in arms. She good. She can cry in her Maybach. And when she done, she go shop a Gucci and she alright, she signed up for the bag. She knows that sometime my man lose it and punch her in the face. But she signed up for that and she good with it. That girl have what she want because she know what she want.
Oh, you believe
she want money first.
You believe her.
And she want the rest side after. Mm-hmm. Based on her words, I assume say that she want. However, I know everybody want character, Rodney. And what I say is, some people need to realize what fundamental for you, what the main goal for you when you're going in a relationship, a partnership with somebody. What you want out of it? You want financial support? You want emotional support? You want spiritual guidance? What you want from the person? You want companionship? You just want like a penis? Make you know where you want from early. Outline it. Understand that and then you build.
I want a lick of penis before. I don't think I've ever
some penis. You want some penis? Ladies, make up your mind.
I've never heard
that. So you ever buck up on a woman in her life when more than anything else you want to sleep with her and think that love is somewhere in your heart for a while. I think that.
Yeah.
And look at her now. On the basis say you want to sleep with her. That are your objective.
Previously in life, I used to fall in love for 2 weeks at a time.
That's overtime for you.
You know another.
So,
no, when we're really in love.
No,
that
so
time,
when I said and done, if you see a man would have sit down and tell me little from this, bro, you know, say, what if them woman out the road? You want them others rude? Why? Bro, them just, I could understand why. Because the premise upon which you decide to look them, I not expect you to get a certain kind of satisfaction or result different than what you said. And I'm telling you that if more women set out to have a different perspective on why they want that man there, they would likely make better choices and find better man. It's simple.
But better for me, you go with better, I go with more suited. Because I think the problem is them find someone and match them. You know what I'm saying? My girl is, if you know say you love party and that way you want, you're gonna find a man in the party. But you see, if you want somebody to build a future and eventually buy a house, you're probably not gonna look in a party because that man there gonna buy 3 buckle of Hennessy tonight where could I buy 50 black. You get what I'm saying? So you're not gonna get the result where you want looking and shopping in the wrong aisle in the supermarket. You get what I'm saying?
But also I was a misconception. That's suggesting that every man in a party is not the right
man. But you get what I mean? I'm make that suggestion. I'm speaking in generalities here. I'm just show you, say, yo, if you find somebody who is not saving, they're not focused on saving, you probably won't have ready money when you want it. You know what I mean? If you find somebody who's a spendthrift and just want to enjoy the moment, nothing wrong with that.
Why you think, or do you think only if a woman out there complaining about men is our fault, or, well, since you already decided, are them then, the fault is with them then, because them are trying to, where you say, judge we and change, attach labels.
I will never throw the blame outside. I always try to figure out what it is that is within me what make me want to throw the blame outside. So I just don't understand why we should care. But that's for real. Like,
you shouldn't. Because if you know who you are, you understand.
Like me know you have couple people out there. Some of them are women who call me fuckery and call me pussy and call me all kind of thing. I know that, yeah, fuck. Okay. It's cool.
Because exactly,
like,
is it because
it doesn't matter.
Is it because of few people why it don't matter to you?
I don't know how much. Me never count them.
No.
And I don't.
Your assessment a while ago wouldn't put you at honestly saying there are some people and there's some, or would you say me know the whole world think this happening.
If everybody in the world say I fuck with me, I look into myself at another time.
So it take a lot of people to convince you then that
no, them can't convince me. No, man, I look into myself constantly. But what I'm saying is that if what I am seeing as the general opinion of me is exactly opposite from my opinion, I just say, let me check it again.
Maybe
but
I'm the one that's delusional.
But if me check it again, I'm find so my opinion is the one that resonates with me.
So 8 out of 10 women were to sit down and say,
me a fucker.
No, not you know. We could go that. Generally, men are shit.
No, that's different.
Hold on. Would it now encourage us to sit down together and say, yo, maybe we need to look into it? Would that now make us collectively want to sit down and say, yo, by majority, that sounds like something wrong? Make we do the introspection.
No, because even it not really matter. Even if them body count is way up there, like really and truly, 8 women cannot speak about the population of men.
Like funny, a bag of people can get you by virtue of them saying the same negative, can make you sit down and say, no man, I have to check myself. But if a collective of women say about we as men, we say, well,
It depends. If them mentioning things, you're very boy. Somebody you do it all the time too, you know.
You convolute the argument so many different ways.
Because if they say
it is called I facilitated the
no, it's fucking
no,
if them speak about something specific and I find that specific problem that they have, I find myself to be a perpetrator of that problem or guilty of that problem. What them consider a problem. You say, but me do that. But no, nothing wrong with that. Something wrong with them. You understand? Like immediately I would identify and say, alright, that is something that I do. A fuckery? You think it's fuckery? And I would assess it.
Why you think it's fuckery? You get to the meat of it and then you make a determination.
And when you're done, who cares?
It no matter, no.
It
no matter what them say, for sure.
Then in that case, why even bother with the introspection if you believe that your final destination is?
You're not gonna know where your final destination is till you get there. I mean, you have to take the journey.
But I could assess myself too and say, bombard, you know, it's really fucking for sure.
Alright.
And if you do that, would you encourage the other 20 of us who are sitting now to follow suit with that, since maybe what they are saying might actually be true?
They might be misguided. You could offer guidance.
It depends, yeah. I would say, but I cannot determine what is right for you because it was right for me.
So you could offer guidance, but you're not going to force it on nobody.
I would suggest something. I would offer a suggestion.
You're satisfied now?
Strongly suggest.
Maybe. Strongly, maybe not.
Randy feel like you want to beat this one to a point. But we want to show you, we want to show you.
I wonder if
it's almost like you want to say, someone are really fuckery. Say we are fuckery.
I wonder if you understand that what I'm reasoning here is even contrary to my own personal belief, what I'm suggesting to you.
We don't know that.
It's the only way you can think about it long enough to talk about it.
What we can guarantee you is not fuckery. It's Ideas Evolution Studio. Yo, brother, place smooth, floors white, all the time, top-notch equipment. We're in here.
Please have a go buy next year.
Well, a joy.
No, I feel
just scan the QR code.
Show in a thing called say.
Yeah, just scan the QR code. Pop up on the screen. You can book your sessions. Forward the ideas.
The one they do like out of nowhere.
Smooth up.
Yeah,
you never see it coming. But no.
Yeah, you see the road.
But I guess we can take this and turn into another lane. Something we're sharing in the group. Because we're going down the road now, one thing important. The money need to start make some decisions for themselves. Choose better women.
So yeah. So I was getting to that too. I believe that
I saw it going there. No,
it's very important because what it is that you hear it too often where women have 100 different parameters that their men need to fit in, and what you don't hear often enough is the things that we as men expect from women. Mm-hmm. You don't hear that. Because of that now, you find that people are kind of ending up in partnerships or ending up in relationships.
They're not consciously
making decisions to go into a relationship. And I found that to be a problem years ago. I said, I'm not end up there with you. It can't work.
That's really only two things man need and woman need. 20 and 30 things. That's all.
This is interesting. More hear the two things.
We only need one thing.
More hear the two things. You only need one thing?
One.
And I have a few, but what you need?
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
Value. That's it.
Alright. That's nice.
That's pretty good.
Right? Wholesome.
That's pretty good.
Wholesome from Rodney Campbell, surprising.
I was going to say peace.
Peace, yeah.
Peace. Whether PIECE or PEAC.
If you get real respect,
so for me, I just require a little affection.
Real respect, care, peace.
Yeah, exactly.
A little affection.
That's why I said that was good.
A little support. And a little silence. Yeah. The right woman have to know when the time comes for the shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Yeah. That is important.
So she have to respect your space.
or as my virgin say, when the right come for talk, which means majority of the time she should shut the fuck up. She should know when to talk.
So she will respect your time and space.
Yeah.
And in doing so, she'll know when they shut the fuck up.
Respect, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what he said.
So I
I'm
would
saying it come back to respect.
that's cool. It ties back to respect.
That's
But
what I'm saying,
I view it differently.
But she
That's
need she need to value it, don't you?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you see who? Hey, all right, cheers.
No,
Yeah, Bradley, you did right.
Yeah, you did right, Rodney. You
You
did
just
right.
ask you.
So we agree, we concur.
Have you seen the roses?
I see that.
Okay.
However, the thing I'm posting on the group the other day when the man say, yo, him go out on a date with a girl. And him surprised him never have to pay for her taxi. And she have push money on the table for try, brother, anything there. In a this day and age, practically unheard of. Alright.
Yeah, but you're happy when it happened, no?
I mean, you can't pick me, but that's been happening all my life.
You're the fucker with me now.
Generally, I tell you some
But
other thing I don't like, bro.
Would you like the idea of carrying her out?
And bro, it's
next
a mentality
week?
for me, and I really.
If she was that reasonably very first time?
You're the fucker with
Yeah, I
me.
mean, she probably not even gonna do it, but just if I can say, yo, you have the mentality where you don't feel like you're gonna be a leech for somebody, then I'm cool.
So she's the person you'd feel a little bit more encouraged to go out with the next
Absolutely.
time.
And
spend your money.
I would like to encourage young men to think along those lines too.
I don't want nobody think along your
More year what Craig I said.
Yeah,
Not along my lines.
yeah, man, I fuck with that, man. We're very unorthodox, you know. So, alright, so are we talking about somebody who was a companion before or somebody where meaning is your friend and you decide to take it to a next level and decide to go up on a date, or are you talking about like cold turkey first date kind of
Well, I
thing?
don't know the dynamics, but even the
Alright,
fact that
if
she
I
try-
go-
You look her and go up on her first date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first, you just meet her and you not get to know each other now. First date.
No, you cannot bumbuckle and tell me say you want to pay for nothing.
Right. But the fact that she would offer is important too. Or you take offense to the fact that she offer.
I wouldn't take offense. I just don't appreciate it.
I mean,
I don't.
She can do it the second time.
Maybe. Yeah.
if we're not talk about it.
But she have a-
We don't even really have to talk about it, but I mean, an offer on the second time is fine.
So what's
an
the
offer on
problem
the
the
first
first
date
time?
is offense.
No, because if me ask you out, if I invite you out,
Mm-hmm.
then the responsibility is mine. And if you can't see that the responsibility is mine and trust that I can take care of my responsibilities, then I'm not interested.
And what if this woman is trying to show you through her actions and,
I don't give a
and
fuck
not
what
her
you
words?
I don't care what you're trying to do.
It's
Not
a
gonna
fuck-
work.
So
just because she
you
tries to
believe
show
her
you,
style?
No, I'm not gonna-
You believe that if she try to pay that style,
If
she'll
me
style
and you
it.
go up on a first date and you're offering to pay for everything, so but maybe at one time can slide. Maybe like when you didn't pay for drinks and taxi and all kind of things he was offered. So it's a whole heap of things that happen on that one day, right? But let's say for instance, all the time that money comes up, she's offering to pay. Then I'm going to have a problem. We're not going on a second date.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going on.
So the woman
but
will
this
pay
is
on the first date,
so,
just so the bill come.
so the first
and
date
she
don't mean she's gonna do it again and again and
No.
again.
So if the bill come and she automatically dip, right? Me I go say no man, me have it.
And she said,
But that's it.
yeah,
That is fine.
fine.
Just the gesture.
And you
That is
say,
fine.
that's it. And she says, who cares? And the card put on there.
Who put on which card put on? Free or card?
Yeah.
No,
do you
coward.
do you
You're
then
free
say
right
no? Take up that. You're
Maybe.
willing to argue with her.
I'm not going to argue. I might say it again.
Fine. So
And if after I say it twice and
Yeah.
she insists that she have to pay, I'm not gonna fight her and say I don't pay. But I'm not going again.
notice
Yeah,
the way I
I'm with you.
demonstrated to the sound that like having put it out there, you
Yeah,
said, no, me pay it. And she said, it don't matter. Sound that like is not, no. She not bringing no hype, no nothing. She simply said, who cares? Do you then still
I feel like
insist?
That's
Because it's
I feel
first
like- I
date,
feel like
Rodney,
you have to
always-
pay.
I feel like Rodney
pay.
trying to tell us something. Rodney,
no, that's a tricky one.
You feel
That's a
that too
tricky
much
one.
of a man to allow that first date to go
No,
down
it's
with
not.
her
That's a
pay?
tricky one. That's a tricky one because now you're adding nuances of personality now into that, and you're assuming that
Fucking
I should. No, but I should know. No, you're saying now that I should read into the differences in her personality and how she trying to communicate. That's different.
No, that's very important. Even if she paying the 15th time when you go,
yeah, man, but
it make a difference.
You're personalizing it now. Right. So you're speaking about a one specific woman and a one specific, you're speaking about specific personality types there now. It's not man and woman and who paying anymore. No,
it's still man and woman and who pay, but the idea is
man.
What will make you allow it? No, what will make you, Craig, allow it? Are you determined to not allow it? Is it going to be simply the fact that it's the first date, she can't pay?
No, we can't do that now. You fuck it up. You fuck it up because you're gone too detailed.
It's not too detailed.
Yeah, man, Kai could also depend if me have a good day or a bad day. Which no make sense. Like if it come down to all them someday.
You are going somewhere with it, you know.
Rodney choose to take the piece.
Hold on. You are going somewhere with it.
So Rodney choose to take the piece
because
to them. I don't know why.
Is it that if she was paying for it,
so
and she become with attitude, you'd have normally accept it?
The man don't tell him situation already. If a first date, him not make you pay.
Why?
Would you
Why?
Him tell you already?
No.
The man old fashioned, him say, I know some me live my life.
That's it.
I did.
It's preference. Everything is a preference, no?
But you
so
said
old fashioned. So she can't pay the second time.
You are
and you tell me yes. And you said yes.
Yeah.
So in old fashioned not the second date.
Brother.
It don't make sense, Rodney. No.
Old fashioned mean you pay all the time.
And I intend to pay all the time. However,
so you're not old fashioned then?
Because I understand her personality and I know that she's not being offensive. That's what I'm trying to say.
So the mood. So how will she do it? Matters to you then. You see, you come right background.
No, it's fuck you talking.
No,
it's fuck you talking. Come right background out.
You say alright to it because she's not being. Now you know she's not being offensive.
No, I know.
So her intent now matters still. That's why I asked you the very first time if it didn't matter.
No, but if
and you tell me, say, no, I'm going to semantics.
No, but if I
you see, you come right back around to it.
If I cannot understand
you accept or do accept certain things.
Suppose I cannot understand her intent because I don't know her.
Suppose we don't go on this.
Suppose you can't. You say suppose. Suppose she put it down and say it really matter.
Old-fashioned is your argument. You can't old-fashioned sometime with a principle.
Yo, the man old-fashioned on first date in the old-fashioned passing. 1 second.
Bumbo. Alright, we can live. We can live with that.
Pause.
In some time-ish then.
What you prefer? Because you are trying to add wholly upon you and you are sidestep the argument.
What I prefer.
What would you do in this situation?
No, man.
Don't man try to pay for your meal.
You ask me what I prefer, or you ask me.
What would you do in this situation?
What
would you do in this situation?
Clear your argument.
Yeah, ask how you feel.
Is it what me prefer or
what would you know?
That me I'm trying to tell you.
What would you do in the situation?
What would I do in the situation?
Yes, sir. The woman, you're out on a first date. Bill come.
Bill just appear.
And she goes, and she start dipping her purse same time. So, woman.
I mean, stays already for pay. She reach up front and I say, Ray.
And she said, no, man, put away that little thing. And she drop her black card on the table.
That's hype. That blood clot can't work.
So what are you going to do in that situation?
Me just say, that's hype. It can't work.
So you're going to throw her black card off the table?
No. But what it tells you is that her intent matters to me why me approach it that way, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tell me business.
You just give me the example, the same thing I gave him as an example you give me now.
Yeah.
Why she do it the way she do it and you ask me
because
now.
I have a little visa debate and she say, I have a black card.
You can't assume the intent based on the example that he gave.
But the woman said,
put away that little thing, Ray, and show them her black card.
Put away a visa debate.
And I said,
and she put on her black card.
Bro, even if my money did reach on the table first, that kind of hype to pay the bill.
It's a question.
Me get up, me pay the bill and I'm gone.
It's a question. Let's use the same scenario that you used.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And her intent is that it don't really matter who pay. It's alright, I take out my card already. Okay. You would allow her to pay.
I try and convince her so it's all good and if she cause him get the and him gone.
Oh, but she insists.
Alright. But I make sure to tell her I say next time me that like to get this done.
So the 2 times them different.
Only because of how the first one go. Because you should fuck around with the attitude. I'll turn over the table, pay the bill and leave. And we won't have a second date.
Okay, so the second date now. So there's the second date.
So the intention
she end up paying and it never really matter on the second date. So the second date come round.
And she put the same thing.
And you go so and you dip and the card is not where you thought it was. And by the time you look up, she put on her card already. And you wonder now, I wonder if my card in my car. Maybe it's in the car. And she says, alright, it no matter. Where you going?
Bro, I just tell her, I did tell her already.
Yeah, you tell her already, but you cannot locate the card.
Somebody pick your pocket.
At the moment. Not necessarily. No, go there, you're gonna fuck it up. So
you sit the fuck down and wait till it's fine.
Yeah, going to the car.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah. So, and she's like, but Roddy, really, it don't make no sense. You don't need to do that. The card is already on the table. You're being ridiculous.
We talked about this already.
That's not the first time, by the way.
And because we talk about this the first time, maybe you think that my search now is bullshit. Because that's probably what it really look like.
But you know it's not.
Fine. So allow the process. Make it happen. Or if it happen. Me come back, I say, see there? Good. Argument done.
I suppose I can't find it.
If it can't find, then it automatically look like my story to her the first time was bullshit.
Okay, but that you don't answer the question. So you everything.
Then I will have to go pay it if it can't find.
Alright.
What we need to do? We spot the
I got it. Hold on. So this is the third date. Now.
Fuck. You find a third date?
No, hold on. So this is the third date now. I'm comfortable with each other.
She really into you.
So this is the third date now. I'm comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
Right? And she tell her that she want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't have no money this time. Would you go or would you tell her no?
No, I'm not going.
You're not going?
The third date, fly air low, could up on the moon. The third date, my card is the first thing before me even put down my clothes. I have my card on my hand, cash in at the next hand, I'm trying to struggle to put down my clothes. Come on, make sure that this time I sit up and the bill come. I got it. But me not going and say, she tell me, yeah, I'm not the money. It's alright, come. No, because I've set up myself. By the third time, bro, come on, man. And life funny, the second time is not. Gina ship did happen, I just couldn't find it.
So what it depends on is how you set up yourself.
But all the time. But it also depends on how this other person
which is where I
interacts with you at the time.
Which is the exact place I was.
Because the wrong attitude at the wrong time. Fuck the whole thing.
The intent is important, however, it doesn't really matter much. What matters much to me is how I set up myself on that first date. Because what you're doing is you're formulating a perception. You are letting that person know who you are and how you handle responsibility. That's what you're doing, you know.
That's a great assumption to make simply because
no. It's not an assumption of a person.
It is absolutely correct. Yeah,
so I'm not concerned with her at all. I'm speaking about me. So it's not an assumption about me. What I'm saying is that I am saying that I had every intention of dealing with this.
Yeah.
And allow me to handle my thing. That's what I'm saying.
Fine.
Right. That's where I was.
No, you're good with that, but
so
I'm saying
the second time after we have a
if it happens in a different setting, and it just so happened that her card end up in a female, and you're not going to argue now about it, are you now leaning back, thinking that the perception is now twisted? She don't have no reason to be looking at you at that point.
No, so that's what I said. So that's what I said. That
you're less than a man.
No, exactly. And I said that.
And your own perception of yourself don't change because of how that happens.
But I said that. That's what I'm saying. You know, what I'm saying is that I am showing her if the situation now plus her intent show that at this point it makes more sense to allow her to pay. Then I can allow her to pay and be alright. I said that, you know.
But the second time, you got it.
Hey, this is the argument I'm going on to pay, but it should be more than that.
You'd be surprised how much.
It is more. That's what I'm saying.
You'd be surprised how connected that kind of thing is.
It's about men.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's about
Give us
men
some pride.
and how they shoulder responsibility and what they see as their responsibility.
And
That is
also,
weird.
I know
And
women
also-
see
and
them
also
as
setting
men of
expectations.
responsibility.
Boy, you know, so boy, I'm here, you know,
Simple.
but I don't care.
Even even
No
though-
matter how
no,
them
I
see me.
specifically gave that to you, so you
Yeah.
could just give out that line.
No matter how
I
them
just-
see it.
But it's
I
also
don't
about
care.
setting expectations because I mean, as men, we have expectations for the women too.
And that is it.
That's another thing that you're establishing in the relationship. You know, I don't expect you to be a provider. I don't expect you to step into my role. I expect you to understand what your role is and excel at that, so I cannot worry about it.
So if you provide every day and don't provide tomorrow, you think you're seen as a man who must not be called a provider anymore?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, so if she
No.
do it one
Seen.
day,
I never say you are, no.
you do it 360 days and she do it 2. Without
That's what I'm
even done
saying.
the 365. That negates your standing as
I
a
mean,
provider.
in the world, there are two things. I've answered
Depends on who.
this in 2 ways. Because I absolutely believe that you're only as good as your last performance. So,
Well,
absolutely believe that. However,
Me alright then, my good. I redeemed myself today.
because tomorrow presents an opportunity for you to redeem yourself.
yeah.
Tomorrow presents the opportunity for you to redeem yourself. So I mean, yeah, if today she have to provide, then boy, mama, you have to provide that today. But tomorrow, me I can resume my role as provider.
No, but that she's providing today. You've always done it. You're always the provider. She do it today.
Absolutely.
She's only providing. She don't
Yeah.
become the provider.
She can't become the
Today,
provider unless
in a one
unless
day.
from this point forward you think she's gonna take it on. There's no way that she becomes that.
Good. So don't tell her as a mama. Today you're the provider. No, she's only providing today. You are still the provider.
You are providing
that
support.
day.
As a matter of fact, you are providing support for the provider. Because I am still a provider, but you will provide support for the provider in given my drastic circumstances.
Good. So it's a supporting role. She
It
don't
should be.
become in that day the provider.
It should be.
And that is it.
And that's why we should also understand, so we have to provide a supporting role in the nurturing aspect of things too. Like that not come natural to we, you know.
To nurture who?
The offspring. Or anybody.
Or you believe then that as man, part of your duty is to help nurture?
If the woman, God forbid,
No.
if the mother pass away, then you will have to assume some other responsibility. You would require that, but you have to go find a way forget it to them.
The same way in which you wouldn't expect her to father your child.
Yeah,
Or
she
you
can't
then,
father your
or-
child.
good. So how then you believe that at any point you
But
you can mother your child
If,
then as a man?
if one of we as the provider for our family right now pass away, whoever becomes the provider, you tell yourself, go out there, go prostitute herself.
But she becomes the provider. She don't become the father.
Then the same thing I say, my
No.
woman pass away. You
No.
have to go find a way now to nurture your youth because
No,
you
you have to find a way to ensure that you take care of youth and provide for them.
Yeah, and a part of that requires is an element of nurturing. No matter how you want to look on it, there's an element to it where you have to go provide now because you don't have a choice. You would require it.
And from you will be the provider of that nurturing. So while she's alive, why you not
As
share
much
the
as I
nurturing?
can.
So why not share the nurturing while she's alive? It's not your role.
I said it to you earlier. It's not natural for us to do it.
And it's not your role.
Right.
Good. So make
But
your
we have to go against
if she
nature at some
gone,
point.
make your
If
mother. If
circumstances-
she gone, make your mother
circumstances dictate.
responsible for nurturing.
If circumstances
or your
dictate,
sister.
so you go against nature. You will have to go against nature. No, sir.
Bro, to nurture and to live
Remember,
in nature.
remember the
two different
statistic.
things.
Remember the statistic I was talking about.
Different things.
Remember the statistics I was talking about. The youth them where them father grow them alone versus the youth them where them mother grow them alone.
So, this is exactly what
And
I
how you
found. And I'm
think- how you
glad,
think
I'm
that
glad I
that's
found.
it?
I'm glad I found the actual
Alright.
dictionary definition. 'Cause it's
Book of
exactly-
words, bad man.
No, because
And meaning.
hey, something wrong with everything. The man now has a dictionary. The man say book of words and meaning.
No man, it's just a dancehall style. It just yeah.
Yeah.
No, you never give me no stat.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
You,
that.
Bona.
because
Mm.
when you're using words that are incorrect.
But
Because you're both providers. Both the father and the mother are providers. It's just what they are providing.
what we provide a different service.
Just like nurturing, the definitions that come up is to feed and protect is the first one, which you would expect that protection is the duty of the father. So that is a part of nurturing. To support, encourage as during the period of training and development. But from here, training and encourage and stuff that you expect. Say. So what I'm trying to say is that
superimpose
with a modernized interpretation.
What I'm saying.
Can I say just give me a modernized interpretation?
No, but that is just it is the interpretation. So a father cannot be a mother and a mother cannot be a father.
Exactly.
No way.
No. But there will be times when if in the absence of a father, then a mother is required, or a woman, because sometimes it's for themselves too. It's not necessarily for a child. The woman will have to find ways, financial ways to provide for herself or her children.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not it's not.
She don't play the role of a father at any time.
At any time.
And
a father don't play the role.
There you go,
anytime.
Which is what in the context of what I'm saying to you.
Cannot.
At no point do you become the nurturer as we know it to be.
I understand what you're saying.
You understand? Simple.
But what Coffee was saying is that when he's speaking of nurturing, he's not speaking of becoming the mother. That's what he was saying.
No. What I'm saying is you have to adjust because
you're going to have to nurture. You're going to have to nurture.
Requirement.
This is the woman going to have to provide, but it's not. It's different. You're superimposing nurture over mother, but you're not superimposing provider over father.
No. And let us add protection to that. I always think she will protect her children, but she's not known in the family as the protector.
Fair.
So if I gone, I don't expect to become the protector. I expect her to ensure that
him going to be known as the nurturer. I'm just saying.
Right now I change the name to convolution.
You could have changed it to any Ross thing.
As long as not, but it can't be
contraception.
It can't be contraception.
Don't change to coffee, I'm good.
No, it's only one coffee. Actually, there's two of us. Because you have one of them will come in a rapture. Big up she.
You know, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen. When we did that, we don't say we reach the end. Enough is enough.
You know,
this is the end of another episode of UnScripted.
Bro.
Yeah, right now over here looking cool like
You messing up.
Stevie Wonder.
You messing.
Any parting words?
Have some respect. Once again, I always say it with respect, but have some respect for yourself and have some values that you would like to see in the person that you choose to be your partner in life.
That would I like.
Ladies, if you spend more time choosing man like only take time to choose shoes, maybe we're gonna end up with better choices. I'm just saying. Yeah. No,
you can find a better way of saying it.
No, that convoluted.
Choose a suit you here, sir.
Yeah.
If you keep choosing based on other people's criteria, you're gonna end up with always a choose shit. So choose a suit you. I mean, nobody else define what you want. Work with what suit you, what feel more comfortable for you.
You still have point on the wall again, or the point on the wall.
Point on the wall, remember? So the QR code, you want to flick it?
So there are 2 times.
You can put it up there, you can just flick the QR code.
No, I don't want to flick it, but no good.
Well, that's it.
All right, yeah. All right, again.